Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be looking at situations where your partner has been absent from you for a very long period of time. Can you remarry? In such situation, you are legally married to your husband, you are legally married to your wife. Your husband or your wife has been absent from you for a very long period of time, for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, even 7 years. You've not heard from him or her. Can you remarry without going to court to dissolve your marriage? That is what we'll be looking at today. Don't rush this video. It's going to be a teaching. Yes, it's going to be a teaching. Don't rush the video. Just follow me. Follow me. Now, I have said it several times that according to the relevant provisions of the law, section 370 of the criminal code is instructive. You cannot marry another person where you have a valid subsisting marriage. Tunde is married to Tonia. Their marriage is still subsisting, valid. That marriage has not been dissolved. Tunde cannot go ahead to marry Regina. If Tunde does that, it is an offense under the law. And by virtue of section 370 of the criminal code, Tunde will be sentenced to 7 years imprisonment. Under section 39 of the Marriage Act, Tunde will be given 5 years imprisonment term. But what now happens where Tonia has been absent from Tunde? Probably Tonia decides to travel to the UK to further her education. Probably Tonia decides to go out. She's a nurse. She decides to travel out to work in the UK for better pay. But Tonia has refused to contact Tunde. Tunde has not heard from Tonia for a very long time. Can Tunde go ahead to marry Regina without going to court to dissolve the marriage? Section 370 of the Criminal Code Act says that a person will not be guilty of bigamy where 1. His marriage has been dissolved by a competent court of jurisdiction. 2. The marriage has been declared void by a competent court of jurisdiction. 3. The partner of that person has not been heard from for a continuous period of at least 7 years. In that situation where you've not heard from someone for a period of 7 years, the person is presumed to be dead. Section 164 of the Evidence Act. That is what section 370 of the Criminal Code Act provides for. But as the name implies, that is Criminal Code Act. Criminal Code Act does not govern and regulate marriage. What governs and regulates marriage in Nigeria, the principal laws that govern and regulate marriage in Nigeria are 1. The Marriage Act, 2. The Matrimonial Causes Act. And it is the Matrimonial Causes Act that deals with issue of dissolution of marriage, that deals with issue of divorce. And for you to divorce or for you to dissolve your marriage under the law, section 15 subsection 2 adequately provide that there is only one ground for dissolution of marriage, and that is that the marriage has broken down irretrievably. Only one ground. There is only one ground for dissolution of marriage. Then for you to prove that one ground, there are several facts that you can prove. You need to prove either one of the facts or as many facts you want to prove. And those facts are contained in section 15 subsection 2 of the Matrimonial Causes Act. When you read section 15 subsection 2 of the Matrimonial Causes Act, one of the facts that you need to prove is that your partner has been away from you for a continuous period of a year. Or another one is that your partner that the two of you and your partner, has lived apart for a continuous period of at least 2 years before the presentation of your divorce papers, and that the respondent, the other party, does not object to the dissolution of marriage. Another one is that you and your partner has lived apart for a continuous period of at least 3 years before the presentation of the petition. Then, where my emphasis lies is section 15(2)(h). That section says that where your partner has been away from you for a very long period of time, for you to presume that he or she is dead is a fact that you need to prove. Now you can see that even though section 370 of the Criminal Code Act allows that you can marry another person where you still have a valid marriage, section 15 subsection 2(h) of the Matrimonial Causes Act says that you still need to divorce. You still need to dissolve your marriage before you can remarry. So these are issues that lawyers face, conflict of laws. If you've gotten value so far, please subscribe to my channel to get more useful and meaningful content like this on law. So these are issues lawyers face, conflicts of law. Section 370 of the Criminal Code Act is telling you that you can marry. Section 15 subsection 2(h) of the Matrimonial Causes Act is telling you that you still need to divorce, you still need to dissolve that marriage, even where you've not heard from that person for a very long period of time. Like I said, it is the Matrimonial Causes Act and the Marriage Act that regulates marriage in Nigeria. It is not the Criminal Code Act. So where you are charged under the Criminal Code Act, you will not be guilty of bigamy. But where you are charged under section 39 and section 47 of the Marriage Act, you will be guilty of that offense, and you'll be liable to 5 years imprisonment. So even where you've not heard from your partner for a very long period of time, you still need to go to court to dissolve that marriage before you can go ahead to marry another person. If you find this video useful, do well to share with your family and friends. To my subscribers that have been supportive, I am very grateful. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always sharing my videos. And to the new people that are just stumbling on my channel, my video for the first time, please subscribe to get more educative content like this. Thank you.